Good morning, I'm Katy Hornaday, the CEO of Barclay OKRP, and I am coming to you live from Camp Cannes in Cannes, France, where we are rounding out a whole week of talking to you about what we've been experiencing here at the Cannes Lions Festival of Creativity. And the way we start every one of these episodes is the way we're gonna start this final episode of the week, which is roll call. So, rejoining the pod for the week is Matt McNulty, ECD.
Bonjour.
Doug Hentges.
Bonjour.
And our newest camper, Melany Esfeld, the head of production at Barclay OKRP. Welcome, Mel.
Yay.
Bonjour. A little hype for Mel, she deserves it.
Yeah.
All right, good morning, everyone. You guys, we are in the absolute final stretch. We all get on planes tomorrow morning,
Yes.
except for Doug. Doug's staying behind to go to the Tour de France.
He's participating in it.
We. Yeah. They don't know it yet, but I'm going to participate in it.
All 3,000 kilometers?
No.
You got
just like the
3 blocks.
Just the few meters that I run alongside Jonas Vingegaard and screaming his name. Just that. And I trip the peloton and get on the news.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, at the end of this week, that somewhat sounds less exhausting than this week.
Yeah,
It was
that's a
like,
chiller
Yeah.
French experience.
I might choose to bike the Tour de France instead of this. So how is everyone doing? How's
Really
everyone
good.
doing?
Really great.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had a wonderful day yesterday. As some of you may know, we won 3 Lions along with our friends at Mojo Supermarket and Burger King. So we've all been buzzing. We're all delighted. It's an exciting day for the agency. And we're very proud. You know, my partner Ben and I have been working on Burger King for 3 years, like we talked about a bit yesterday. And it was an awesome moment to represent our team's hard work and our brave and thoughtful clients. And we're thrilled. It's great news. And we hope, fingers crossed, on a couple more today for our pal Dougie and the Frontier crew.
We're so
We'll
excited.
see.
So excited.
We'll see. Knock on wood.
Nice job, team.
I don't see any wood.
We'll find some. We'll find
There's
some.
no
There's a palm
wood.
tree right here. Right
If
here.
you're listening,
Right here.
please knock on wood.
Right here.
No, thank you.
Thank you for your assistance in the wood knocking. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing fantastic. I have an iced tea, which is rare in the south of France.
Yeah.
I'm the
drinks
only
only.
man drinking iced tea in France today.
Mel alerted us that we survived the hottest day in France ever.
Yeah,
Ever, hottest day ever. And
Yesterday?
it has felt every day is the hottest day ever
Oh
in
my
France
gosh.
since we've been here.
It has
Lots
been.
of sweat. Lots of sweat.
So melty.
Yeah.
So melty. Mel, you doing all right?
I'm doing great. Yeah, it's great. It's been like a very inspiring week. It's been great to like spend some time with all you guys out here. It's been great to see all of our production partners, to see the work. I definitely think that it feels a little bit different than the last time I was here in some great ways and some just very different ways, which we can maybe unpack later. But it's been great. It's been a really, really, really great week.
Amazing. All right, well, I think we should jump right into, like Matt noted, we had a pretty exciting day yesterday. So between the 4 of us, these 2 went to the award show again, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the best work. It was one of the most exciting shows because, at least in my opinion, it's when they start to unveil the social winners and PR, and so I always find those to be really interesting. They sort of live beyond format and always have, and so we'll talk a little bit about some of the best work and what we're seeing thematically, and then Melany and I had the joy of hosting our 2nd annual supper club with only women, female leaders, both across marketing and agencies, with the Clios last night. And so that was a really inspiring evening. And so we'll chat a little bit about that, but let's start with the awards. Tell us what you saw, tell us what you felt, any key takeaways, work that you loved.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always exciting to get in there and see the global industry come together and kind of self-select and self-identify the things that we all aspire to do.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to leave it. You know, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but Cannes exists in this funny place of like being very self-critical, but also becoming very inspired. So you kind of go through this osmosis of like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and like, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and it's got this funny flex to it. But last night we saw VML London for their KitKat Heist work, which I'm sure everyone watching this is aware of, is dominating. I mean, 2 Grand Prix and 4 golds. Herculean. I mean, huge.
Talk about the idea. We talked about it a bit
Yeah.
on Monday's episode because Brad, right out of the gate, was saying he thought it would win big. But like,
So someone stole, right before Easter, someone stole a semi of KitKats, which
Killer.
I have to admit, I thought was a PR stunt. I thought that was fake. I was incorrect. That happened. Someone stole the truck. And they very cleverly used like the SKUs of the candy as like a contest. So it drove sales because people were trying to help solve a crime. So you're essentially like buying KitKats to help untangle this mess. And I mean, it was like a masterclass in sort of like crisis management. So it's really cool. I love how reactive it is. I was one of those people who's like, oh, I think this might be fake. And knowing that I was wrong really does make it so impressive. But that was just one of the cool things we saw.
That is very cool. What was your favorite thing you saw last night?
Probably the most, well, there was one really inspiring moment that was incredible, and an agency did this work. I'm gonna get the details wrong. We talked about this, so all the details will be wrong. But essentially, in Venezuela, they had an election, in quotes. They had an election for somebody who's been in power forever, and when everybody voted, after you voted, they printed out like I voted, and it was like a receipt,
slip,
like a ballot slip, and it had a QR code on it. Well, they found out that all these QR codes were actually unique QR codes that revealed how they voted, who they voted for. So then the agency gathered all these people. They had volunteers. I mean, this is in a country where you have to be very, like you're risking yourself to expose certain things, and they gathered all of the QR codes. People were bringing the QR codes and scanning them in, and then they found out, they did a tally of how the vote actually came out, because the government doesn't reveal. The guy just comes out and says, I won. With no proof. And then they did the proof, and it looks like he didn't win by a very long shot. But so not only was that incredible, but one thing that was like just like an amazing moment for Venezuelans is they invited they won a gold lion for it. They went on stage. They invited every Venezuelan at Cannes Festival to come up on stage with them to celebrate.
So
I mean, it was
cool.
really cool.
Venezuelan flags.
Venezuelan flags, like
really
celebrating.
powerful.
It was great. That was the best.
Really cool.
That was
Very,
the best.
very cool, very powerful.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, I think like for me, that highlights something thematically that I've been feeling this week, which, you said a lot has changed. Mel and I have been to Cannes a number of times, and together a number of times. And one of the big shifts for me between years past and this year is like, there used to be a lot of sort of, for lack of a better term, shit talking.
Yeah.
That won a gold. I can't believe that got entered. That work isn't any good. And maybe we've just avoided those circles, but I certainly don't feel that way. It feels much more like people congratulating each other, supporting each other, and even like that moment, it feels so much more about like humanity and bigger than sort of agency party lines, which was always so lame anyway. So there's like a really nice feeling this year that I don't know has always been here.
Shit talking your peers, out. Gassing up your peers, in.
So good. Let's all just live by that. It does make you feel better. It's like, let's just celebrate great work.
Yeah, we live in an era where like, it's a miracle to get a cool thing made. It's any cool piece of creative advertising, marketing, anything. It's a miracle that it exists. But what do we do? Be nice. It's so great. It's a win for everybody when something cool and exciting happens and people care. What a treat.
Well, and I think there's also this feeling of like, when you look at the work that's winning, you've got everything from like, multi-million-dollar polished TV to like a single Hope Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's also the ability to be congratulatory and appreciate the fact that work comes in many different forms, and maybe if you have good karma on your side, it'll come your way too.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Everything is a little bit everything now, which can be overwhelming, and there's a version of that could be quite cynical, but like there's also a version of that's incredibly optimistic.
Totally.
Because the eras that some of us started our careers in were very segmented. Like,
for sure.
This is this type of work, this is this type of work, and the opportunities are in this box and in this box. you can just, their ideas exist anywhere at any scale now, and they can be so cool, so powerful. They can really stop you in your tracks. I also do want to say I acknowledge that Doug should have went first. I didn't mean to talk about KitKats before we talked about the pride of Venezuela.
You can't plan these things.
It's hard to follow that up with KitKat, so actually I think we did the correct order.
That's true.
Yeah. You got a point.
Yeah.
You got a point. Mel, I'd love to hear from you. What have you seen this year from the work that's won, from a production standpoint, like anything that's inspired you, meeting with, you know, a number of our vendor partners who are amazing partners to us throughout the year, but being here with them, like what's sort of some of your things that you're feeling, taking away?
I would say, and we talked a little bit about this morning as we made our coffee upstairs, for me, there are a lot of moments in culture that are influencing the work in a way that are like, it's reactive and it's opportunistic. Like KitKat's a great example. Like, you know, the heist, it's like, let's do this. Like from a production standpoint and from an agency standpoint, you have to be able to jump on that, right?
Yeah, Matt gets excited about that idea and Melany breaks out in hives at the idea of like, and we have 3 days.
Doug would just look at me and be like, say yes.
Yeah.
And I would say yes, and then I would go break out in hives, and then it would be fine. From a production standpoint, you know, it's always great to come here and like be with the people who help you create all this great work. They're incredible partners. Sometimes you get to see them in real life in the States creating this work. Sometimes you don't, right? And it really goes a long way. And like we've had partners here who worked on BK with us and worked on Frontier with us. And like it is pretty special to be able to be here and like celebrate with them in a way that's like very intentional and for what they put into it. I will say I've been here all week. I don't know if I've heard the 2-letter word
You're so right.
as much as I thought I would.
I totally agree.
I've seen it. A lot of billboards.
But it has not really been said a lot.
No.
And that to me was surprising.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like it has been definitely way more creator conversation, way more about where that's going, and far less AI. Like we talked about that a little bit on one of the episodes earlier this week, but like, it's funny, we'll review our bingo card later. But, you know, the bingo card was based on what we assumed was gonna be the conversation this week based on everything you read in the trades and just the conversation in general. And I have been delighted with the fact that a lot of that has not been the focus.
And to that end, I haven't heard it, the 2-letter word a ton. I like that we're talking about it like it's, like it's Voldemort or something.
If you're not following along at home, we're talking about AI.
Oh, that's what we're talking? No. What I did hear a lot, what Doug and I heard last night in a few case films is human-made. In fact, we're hearing more people quantify
like specifically calling it out.
Yeah. Oh, like Build Your Own Super Bowl had the Uber Eats work that won last night. They were very clear that they made thousands of vignettes for you to assemble your own Super Bowl spot, and they were like, these were all human-made, human-written, and that is an interesting. We're almost into a content credentials era where people are like validating. No, someone made this.
That's very
think
cool.
the big difference. Well, I mean, Cannes Lions celebrates ideas.
Yeah.
And AI doesn't have an idea.
It's a tool more than a.
Yeah,
it's a tool. AI doesn't have any ideas.
Absolutely.
I just said I haven't heard the word.
We're just celebrating.
And you guys
No,
now
I
just said
haven't.
it like 15 times.
Wow.
Well,
Damn it.
You're really making up ground here.
We're getting the quote up.
We had to get the bingo for it. Sorry.
I think we have to say unshittification to get actually to get it, which I haven't heard. Maybe we get it now.
I think we did.
I just used it.
Yeah, we're nailing this bingo card. I think is that how this works?
I think that's how it's working. One of us has to fall asleep.
No problem. No problem there. I continue to say, I just think, obviously we are using AI for different things in the agency. We're using it in different ways where it helps support an idea or helps make an idea sellable to a client or operational things. I just think we're getting past the like parlor trick era of it, which is delightful.
Yeah.
And so I'm loving that. It's nice. It's nice over here.
Yeah.
Like when Photoshop first came out. Yeah. People are like, oh God, that's ruining photography, like Photoshop, and then it's just a tool.
Right.
AI is just a tool. Absolutely. It could be a great tool if you use it in the right way.
Certain times it is a great tool.
Yeah.
It's not the only tool. Yeah. It's a great tool.
Yeah.
So Mel, let's talk about last night with the ladies.
Yeah.
So a little context. Sorry. We last year hosted this dinner. Had the idea, what if we brought together incredible female leaders while we're in Cannes for a dinner that is really just intended to be a way to connect women while they're here, and sort of give back to some of the women that we are really inspired by. And it was an amazing dinner last year, so we said we have to do it again. And so last night we had about 25 women here that we hosted. It was everyone from other agency leaders. So again, back to sort of this like no need to be catty and divided. In fact, we're better when we're together, and that was proven last night, at least for me in those conversations, as well as marketers at incredible brands, as well as folks who are at the platforms. We had TikTok, we had Meta, we had Amazon, we had also the CEO of Bloomberg. Like it was like a really incredible eclectic group of people. And one of the most powerful things was the only thing we asked anyone to do last night was to open the dinner by standing up, introducing themselves and their role, and then bragging about something that they are proud of, from one thing from their professional life and one thing from their personal life.
That's cool.
And it was awesome because it gave everyone sort of some context for each other, but from all facets. So
there were themes though.
Totally.
Yeah, there were themes. Like I definitely think professional wise, like lots of incredible women who are doing incredible things and like aware of the challenges of that and like the hurdles they've had to climb. But like what stood out for me was more of the personal. Yeah. And like it felt so empowering to hear other women talk about how they're finding space for themselves. Yeah. Whether that's, you know, time to work out or a personal thing they do every day, they're really creating this and carving out the space in an industry that is very demanding, but they are protecting their personal space in order to be better in their professional space.
Yes. I mean, one of the most inspiring ones was a conversation with a woman from Pinterest where she was saying exactly that. In fact, she has helped build the whole wellness side of Pinterest and really leaning in on how much is available on Pinterest as, you know, when you think about health and wellness, and then how she used that for herself as sort of a mandate to say no more and to find more space. And she was like, and the crazy part is when you do that, you end up actually doing better in your profession. And so it's interesting. I do think all of us grew up in the era of grind and hustle and never say no. And it's kind of nice to be seeing people talking about the fact that you have to have some balance. Yeah. I mean, particularly, you know, all four of us, recovering CCO myself, but like creative people in general, if you only burn, you just burn out. There's nothing left. And it's kind of wild when I look back at the earlier days in this industry. Like a lot of my leaders, a lot of the people I was surrounded by, we were like pouring from empty cups all damn day long. You got to look back and say how impressive that great work happened then, because man, that's super hard to do. So I think finding some balance has been nice. And yeah, I agree. It was a lot of like, I'm most proud of myself for, you know, making space for a trainer or working out. I also thought it was amazing, like these women who were like very unrelenting in what they knew they needed to do or build. Like one woman was talking about, she felt really convicted about building an internal recruiting platform. And she just kept going back and back until someone gave her a yes.
Like multiple times?
Yes. Yeah. Or like multi-year missions that these women were on that finally, like in the last few years, have come to fruition, and all of their gut told them it needed to happen, and it's been wildly successful for their companies.
They were like relentless about getting it done.
Yes. Yes.
I love that you do this. I love that you made it tradition and have done it more than once. But Dougie and I did have a different night. We couldn't help but laugh. No, you were having this like really thoughtful and meaningful gathering, and we were at a place called Smash Bar eating cheeseburgers, being like French fries.
Oh, Matt, I'm so sorry. You got the wrong impression. We were doing the same thing here. There were just flowers in the middle of the table, and we were all chanting French fries.
Breaking news: everyone loves French fries.
Shocked exactly zero by that statement.
But no, it's awesome, and it's the same. It's the shit talking out support in.
Yes,
it's awesome. It's really cool.
Exactly.
It was like truly a gift last night. Like
it was a good night.
Be so intentional with other women in the industry at like all different places that you, like to the earlier conversation, could be a competitor or, you know, someone that you're like have work against. Like, it never felt that way.
No, gosh, no. Oh, and maybe my favorite guest was Christy Heiler, who runs Own It and also owns Cornet.
Yeah.
She brought her daughter, who's here with her in Cannes.
That's awesome.
And like, as a mom, gosh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry now.
Yeah.
What else is new? But like, it was so cool to be like, your daughter is getting to see you
Yeah.
do what you do so well in this space. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I was so glad Ellie was here.
Really cool.
Fantastic. Okay, gang, we did it. Well, we haven't done it yet. We have to get through today.
We have one more day.
We have one more day. We have one more award show. I'm actually headed to the Ad Week Vanguard Summit, so that's going to be really cool. I'm excited to sit in a room with other CEOs and learn today. But any key takeaways? Any send-offs for listeners?
Yeah, super inspiring. I touched on it a little earlier, but I leave here feeling like anything can be a great opportunity. You watched, Doug and I watched the Direct Awards last night, and even in the speaking leading up to it, you go, there's a Super Bowl spot in there, there's a social campaign, other than certain craft categories, like film craft is film craft, but most categories are really open to lots of ways in, and it's an inspiring time to do this job. Cool things can happen in any crevice and nook and cranny of our business, and it leaves me feeling excited for the amount of ideas that can find their way into the world.
Well, and you have to beat 15 shortlists, and so far 3 Lions next year. So thank
100%.
God everybody's
We
feeling
have to-
inspired.
Yeah,
We'll have to beat
100%.
that.
Doug?
Well, as Mel was saying, I think the one takeaway, it's obvious kind of, but when you're working all year, it doesn't become obvious when you're getting all of these briefs from clients. But as Mel was saying, like that the best work is like deeply in culture.
Yeah.
It's just responding to what's happening. And it's a good reminder, not just for agencies, but also brands, to remember that the best advertising in the world is not advertising. Anything that feels like an ad is not gonna win a lion, because it just doesn't feel honest, doesn't feel true, it doesn't connect with consumers.
Yeah.
And it's not, in culture is also a conversation.
Yeah.
You're talking with people, you're not talking at them. And so many times, I mean, you just turn on the TV or you scroll through your feed and it immediately pops out when a brand is just talking at you, and it's a major turnoff.
One of the jurors last night told us, which was so interesting, like we live in an era where we're conditioned to close a pop-up ad before it even loads. We're conditioned to scroll past banners without processing them. But the power of things like social are that the same shapes and mediums are things that we go, my husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or child or parent needs to see this.
Yeah.
It's the same space, it's the
Right.
same objects, but it goes so far beyond filtering things in and out of your mind as commerce or not, and straight to you will connect with this.
Yeah, well, it was funny when, Doug, you were like, if it feels like advertising, it won't win a lion. And I'm like, if it feels like advertising, it won't win people.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
it won't. It's
Yeah.
just, we are beyond that. We have
Yeah.
higher expectations of how you as a brand come into my world, and certainly higher expectations of which brands get to stay in my world. And so, yeah, I love that. Mel?
Definitely feeling inspired. I think it's like incredible to come here and like celebrate the work from the past year. But I also think it's like very eye-opening of like how this industry is continuously always evolving, right? And it's like, what will next year look like? What will the year after that look like? And even from when you and I came last time, I said this earlier, it's just so different in like such a great way. Like all the cultural moments that people are like creating content on and jumping on, and like brands are playing in culture in a way that they maybe 5-10 years ago didn't do the same as they do now. So I'll be curious to see, well, one, when we go back, there's some work to do for next year.
Yeah.
100%.
We have work we're doing now, but
Yeah.
we have work to do.
Literal and gestural.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And like, how it evolves over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
It's been great.
I think my sort of semi-selfish takeaway is I'm really proud of what we're building.
Yeah.
It's been really cool to be here. There's a very small collection of us here, and I'm so proud of what the broader agency is doing. I feel proud of
think an acorn fell on me.
Are you okay?
Emotionally, no. Physically, yes, I'll
Thank
endure.
Palm trees
Thank God. We
make
can't lose you in the
Yeah, I
last day.
Area man.
I don't think palm trees make acorns.
I don't. Yeah.
Do you think a coconut fell? A baby
I know.
coconut
That's
broke?
why I was like, well.
Have I been bonked on the head?
Oh my God. Okay, where was I? I was
sorry.
proud of you fine people. But
yeah.
like it is really inspiring to be here and to think about what we are building, what we've built, and the work and, you know, the media team, the data and analytics team that we've built, the partnerships that we have, the, you know, just so many facets of it that I'm really proud.
We're
and I'm
proud.
actually prouder than ever to be part of this industry.
I agree with that. Thank you for leading our company and leading us here, pulling us together. It's a lot of fun to do this. Thank
Least
you.
I could do. You guys, final check-in on our bingo card.
Oh.
Unshittification, you did it for us.
Happened.
Well, I mean,
Check.
it
That's
was
a bingo.
kind of a
That's a
cheat.
bingo.
Not
but,
how it
yeah.
works.
No, it is a bingo.
It's a bingo.
It's a bingo.
It's literally a bingo. Look at that. Brr, boom. Bingo.
All right, we did it. Now we get to go home tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Thanks for everyone who listened. We're signing off from Camp Can 2026.
Au revoir.
See ya.